All right, we're back again with the Yardmax 9-ton electric log splitter. Had it for a few weeks now. Bought it online. Decided this year I was going to get a log splitter. I did a lot of research online. Was pretty much going to get a big gas-powered, say 20-ton, 22-ton log splitter. Just wanted the power. Was afraid those little 5-ton, maybe even 6.5-ton electric log splitters weren't going to be enough for some of the stuff that I split. I just split for myself, just for my own personal use. I was splitting all my wood by hand before, but I finally broke down and thought this year I'm going to go ahead and do it. And found this 9-ton electric log splitter. I like the idea of electricity. So much easier than dealing with the gas-powered. Having the gas on hand, the oil, the maintenance of a gas-powered engine, the noise. This here, I don't need hearing protection for this. What I did want to do today, I wanted to bring you in a little closer to actually see the operation of this thing, because this is just a one-hand operation electric log splitter. I got to looking at all those other electric log splitters, and I noticed they were all the two-hand operation, which is very common for a piece of equipment that has pinch points or just for safety measures. So I was pretty much going to set with that. But on my other video, when I was first talking about this, I was surprised that this was just one-hand operation. And the reason that is, I actually went back to the website where I bought this from, and in the description on the website, it does still say two-hand operation. So I'm not sure when that changed, how to confirm that exactly, but I just got this before Thanksgiving and had it delivered and set it up, and was surprised that it's only one-hand operation. So I'll give you a shot of the manual that talks about that as well, and I'll actually bring you in here and I'll show you. We'll do a couple logs and you can actually see this thing work and see how it does handle. So let's bring you in here and check this out. All right, so here it is, Yardmax 9-ton electric log splitter. It does have this little air valve that you'll want to open up when you are operating it. It has this little stop lever that you can set to shorten the distance that the ram does come back for doing some smaller logs. I really haven't had to use it yet because the width of this thing really isn't that wide. And most of my logs are about the width of the splitter anyway, so I just leave that alone. So let's come back to the back here. You can see the little handle here. It's got the 2-speed operation when you're running it. When you pull it, there's not really a set space for it, but you'll feel it, where this is like high speed and all the way over is low speed. Low speed is the power to actually split the log, and high speed is just to kind of get the ram to the log. I'm actually able to use the high speed. Once the wedge gets into the log, I can flip back over to high speed and run it right through the log. So let's turn this thing on here. You can see this thing here. One button starts it. Okay, now it's running. It does make some noise when it's running because it does run, continuously. That motor runs the whole time. You'll definitely want to have a little stool or something to sit on when running this thing because it's so low to the ground. If you try to use it just standing up, you're going to get a kink in your back. So highly recommend something to sit on while you are operating this. So let's see if I can grab a log here with one hand. We'll load it in the splitter. Okay, one hand, high speed, low speed, back to high speed. Just goes right through. A lot of power for an electric log splitter. Put this one back up here. We'll split it one more time. That's about the size I like for my fireplace. High speed, low, back to high. This thing does have a lot of power, and I tell you what, that two-hand operation, when you're running one hand here and the other hand down here, and you had to hold them both at the same time, it gets your face right down in there. And I tell you what, if you don't got your log cut perfectly straight, it will kick a log out of there. And if you got your face down in there, your head down in there too close, bad things could happen. So I think the one-hand operation is really handy for this log splitter. So let's try one more log here. This is got a lot of knots and stuff in it. Looks like a nasty log. So high speed, low, right back to high. Goes right through it. Kind of need the both hands to actually pull this apart, but you kind of get the idea here. So, and then, yeah, once you're done, one button again, same button, turns it back off. So this thing here, I tell you what, it's heavy, it's solid, it's very stable. I mean, you can't just really knock it over unless you're really trying. Those wheels, they're up off the ground, actually not even touching. It's got a nice little base there under the motor to keep the motor up off the ground too. So there you go. One hand operation. You've seen it. It came that way from the factory. I didn't bypass anything. I didn't rig anything. And I really like that one hand operation. Kind of gives you the freedom to hold that log in place, to cut it where you want, and actually just kind of catch them so they don't fall on your foot or fall on your toe or just fall to the ground. So yeah, there it is. Yardmax 9-ton electric log splitter. Check it out.